Hey folks, this is Decoherent and welcome back to the console. So last time ended on frankly kind of a disappointing note. I screwed a lot of things up. I'm very disappointed about that. Hopefully you're not as disappointed as I am. Maybe you are. I don't know. So one thing that is bothering me, that it seems like in the last couple conversations that the correct decision was the one that requires effort and the others were wrong. And that is disappointing. That's really linear, so I don't know. So, first off, we need to find out more clues about our mother's note. So, we're just going to kind of keep poking around. Nice piano. Yep, very good. I just haven't had a chance to really look through here much, so I just thought I'd check and see if there's anything interesting in here. It's not looking promising. Definitely not looking promising. I really can't take or play with any of this stuff. Alright, whatever. Now, I've only been in here once. So I've yet actually to go this direction. So I'd actually just kind of like to go look and see what's out here, actually. And I can't. Okay, well, maybe later. Alright, next up. Let's just go see what we got going on here. So, we've got Napoleon kind of sitting by himself over here. What's up?
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
So... Ooh, interesting. Actually, I'd like some information on this coming conference, if you have any.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
I agree, that is kind of weird. So what do you think of Godoy?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Ha!
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Okay. Did I not get some diversion? See, once again, these are going to be the wrong choices here. Tell me more, please.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
I think so too, although it's not clear why the Queen is so interested in him, but that probably doesn't matter. So, let's see if he knows anything about this reference to the nightmare.
Does expression "go beyond the nightmare" mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed.
Probably not, but it's
Surely
interesting.
not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Thank you, sir. That is an excellent suggestion.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
Okay.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her.
I'll do my best.
À plus tard, monsieur.
Alright. Okay, that was interesting. So, let's go actually take that suggestion right away. Where's our library? That was up on... Oh no, it's still on the main floor. Okay, good. Well, let's just go head straight on over there. I mean, if there's anyone along the way, we'll stop and talk to them, of course, but... What if these servants can tell us anything useful? We know that they're vulnerable to... Let me look at my list here, both manipulation and science.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Okay. This is nothing interesting. Okay. And who else is out here? Thought I saw somebody. Ah, yes. Do we want to talk to you first? No, I want to go look through the library first. Then we'll come back and we'll chat with you. Mostly just because I can't stand not having that answered. Although, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's go talk to him. This game has a disturbing habit of locking me out when I want to go back and talk to somebody else. Let's see if he has anything interesting to say. Probably about Godoy. So what do you think of Godoy?
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Oh. We'll just keep using points. Like, what exactly do you mean?
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
Do you know anything about this conference that we've heard about?
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the
Under the
guests
sea.
know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Oh, great. Every time someone says that, it means it is not going to turn out fine. Okay, have you heard this phrase before?
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Now, he's already lied to us once.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend.
So he is not...
Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it.
Oh, I shan't.
Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea.
Or at least
Thank
is
you
more
once again.
forthcoming.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Perhaps lying to me a little less obviously. That was about what he'd done the night of Elizabeth's murder, by the way. He claimed that he was in his room when he was not. He was playing cards or something or whatever. Actually, we don't know who was lying, but someone was definitely lying to me. Alright, what do we got in here? Carmelite water. I should actually use some of that, but I'm waiting for when it's more than like 1 point. But I'm down to 2 effort points, so I may just have to use it anyway. Looks like everyone's all kind of lined up here. Well, let's just talk to them all as we go. Giuseppe.
Ah, Louis. Just the man.
I am. What?
Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed?
With a guillotine, it
I would
seems.
think that the order would have intervened.
These honestly do not sound interesting. So I'm not going to waste any points on it.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Louis, I'm counting on you. If you don't find Sarah before my departure, I must ask you to give me back the letter I gave you.
Well, don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Although once again, I just picked one that doesn't require any effort points, but it just sounded like background, and I don't care about background. Well, I take that back. I care a lot about background, but not necessarily about socio-political background. Okay, so what do you think of Godoy here?
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
Alright. See, once again, I don't have any points in diversion. Yeah, we've heard about his reputation. Do you know the theme of this upcoming conference?
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Alright, so does this phrase mean anything to you?
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son.
That was a weird way to put it.
Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
A connection with anything here. Okay, it's free, so we'll just do it.
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the nightmare.
Ooh, yeah, manipulation, we knew that.
Let me think. I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk.
Oh?
You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her, and in the background, a horse. I don't know if it will be of any help, but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your
That's
Eminence.
extremely interesting.
I gotta go and see it just in case, though.
Yeah, totally. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
He
You are
said
welcome,
shan't.
my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Okay, library or upstairs? Uh-huh. Is there anyone else in here that would tempt me to talk to them first? I thought we looked at that painting, but we can go examine it again. Now, you know what? Let's go do that. I'm just going to keep switching targets until no one else but me can keep track of what we're doing, and then I'll lose track. And it'll be awesome. I mean, we may not even be able to go upstairs, but let's see if we can. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, good. Okay, and where's the staircase up? It is, I believe, that one, so to the left. By the way, if you're wondering, has Deco noticed those hints in the top right corner?
So,
The answer is no.
what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Actually, hadn't noticed it until just this exact moment. Wow. Good job, me. Yeah, that's a little creepy. Ooh, can I poke at his stuff again?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Letters. Okay, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings I sent you for your exhibition. Notice they're all part of my private collection. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the... Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds with the actual spear. How old is this guy? That's very, very weird. Accounts for 1792. Yep, food, yep. Fabric, wine, powder, master paintings. That's quite expensive. Okay, interesting. What are these?
Let's take a closer look.
Yes, let's. Let's examine these chocolates.
Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas. The rarest of the beans.
Ah, of course.
Some even say they're an aphrodisiac.
They're not.
When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be given to animals.
Let's take one.
Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Neat. Maybe I can use that one to bribe someone. Okay. Neat. That was cool. And yeah, I see the bird here. Let's talk to it.
A mina bird.
Hello.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Okay, that didn't help.
Sarah DeRiche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Okay, that's not very helpful. It says right there, do not give to birds, so I'm not going to give the bird to it. And what are these? Grapes or something?
That's what you generally feed birds.
Ah. I wonder what happened if I fed him chocolate.
Might come in handy.
I'm mildly curious. But now I can't test that, unfortunately. That's okay.
A mina bird.
Let's feed him. Red berries. Okay. That didn't help.
Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Okay.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
About that. Let's try it again.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah...
What?
What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
That's an excellent question. Thank you, Bird. That was extremely interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this painting here.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond.
Is something hidden behind this painting too?
Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
Oh, neat.
There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Okay. Well, let's find a mechanism. Please be a candlestick. Please be a candlestick. It's almost never a candlestick. Okay, more Carmelite water that, again, we can't even use. A book over here or something.
I don't think this book can help me.
Oh, well, it was worth looking. What made that book so interesting to you, by the way, that you had to run over and then go, aha! We don't need this book. Oh, look, there's something on the floor here I didn't see. Can I select it? Oh. Well, that's easy. You need to do a better job hiding your stuff, dude. Oh, no. Great.
Aha! I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Now that one I can't brute force. Alright. You know what? What was the date over here? On this letter? 1792? There's actually a number of interesting numbers here. 1792 is the first one though, so let's try that. Come on. Oh, this is going to take me forever to get these selected. 1. 7. 7, 8, 9. 2, and handle. Ooh, notice something.
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
Ooh. A clue. Let's try lowering the lever. Let's see if I'm just right.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
You know what? With infinite Carmelite water, let's just use one. Carmelite water is 4.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
Okay, so something 191. Okay, let's go pick up this Carmelite water so I don't forget. I'd like to keep looking at these things though. Let's see, does this have any numbers in it? It does not. Okay.
No, what have we got here?
And I already looked at that.
Oh, it looks like a model.
Do we have any other
Model of a lock.
4-letter? Okay, so something
Except
19
Mortimer is
something.
fond of complicating things sometimes.
I don't see anything on here. Something 191. That that frankly is brute forceable, although I'd really rather not. But I may test it. Now, I think I already looked at these.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
Yeah, he clearly thinks of himself as like master of nations. I didn't mean to click on that again, but let's see if I find anything new in here.
History of the First Crusades.
Oh, hello.
By Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Strange. All the dates are all wrong. They indicate events that took place in the year 5000 and something?
You have to subtract 4,000.
Wait. Did I miss something?
No. Link the author to the dates.
The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris.
Okay.
Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar.
Hmm.
But I thought that calendar starts in March.
Oh, here we go. 5192. I'll bet that's it. 5192. Let's take a look at it anyway.
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
All right. Let me just look at the rest of these because they're kind of interesting.
Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result, in Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community.
Yeah.
And a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle.
That's not great. Okay, how about the First Crusade?
The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks.
Yeah.
The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion.
Okay, let's go try this number, though, that we found. 5192. If not, then I'll come back and I'll guess a little more at those numbers. But I'll bet it's 5192. Let's find out. Okay, 5192.
Well,
Damn.
I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So 5919 something. Let me look around just a little further here. It may not be one of those dates. There may be lots of other numbers in here. Did we take a look at these?
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Let's analyze it.
It's Christ on the cross as Longinus pierces his side with his spear. Rubens, he was a great painter.
Okay. Is that it? Ooh, something. I saw that little camera thing. Will it do it again?
By Paul Rubens. It's Christ on the cross.
Right.
As Longinus pierces his side with his spear. Rubens, he was a great painter.
Right. So why did you give me that little side eye back to the lock? What does it have to do with Reuben? Or... let's see here. One of the things talked about this painting, the longitudinous. Right. Huh. What's up with this painting? Yes, very stern.
William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis.
Ooh, 5190?
5190. That's a funny date.
Isn't it, though? Let's just go try it out. Let's see if I can try, you know, not using any points. If I can get past this bird cage. 5190. Let's find out. Lower the lever.
Damn it. It doesn't work. 5190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Should we try subtracting 4,000 years?
Doesn't work, damn it.
I
really thought I was close. 1190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
I think I'm off by one because the date starts in the wrong time. Let's just try. Let's just try doing it without doing any math. Hello. See, kids, that's what doing no math gets ya. Oh, cool. All right. Hope it reopens as easily. Okay. Didn't have a chance to see that. Hopefully that's not important. Wow. He's big into maps. Wow. Hopefully Mortimer doesn't find me back here.
Hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Look at this globe. It's awesome. I don't know enough about maps in the 1800s in general to tell you if there's anything weird about that one, so let's look around at everything else first. Dear Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you our plans in Poland are set to fail. They're working in cold hard to bleed our dear Poland. We have no power there. Okay. Your devoted servant, Miss Bauer. Okay. And what do we have here? No politics. So it's a map of Africa.
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
Okay, interesting. Although not useful. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I'm imprisoned in the fortress of Schleiselberg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I'd be eternally in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizons become significantly darker. Hope that you can help me, your friend Nikolai. Okay, interesting. Royal jelly. Let's use it. And then let's pick that one up because I would like some points back. Okay, good. And do we look at this letter? I'm ready to persuade you to persuade Lord Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. Mormon men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. This situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you, John Adams. Say hello to my daughter, Elizabeth. So you don't write to Elizabeth directly. You're just like, oh yeah, by the way, if you could stop by and kind of wave at her and says Dad says hi. Okay, that's interesting. And what's here?
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
Yep.
And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Yeah, ethics can sometimes get in the way of getting things done. The gift has been delivered. Timur should not retain his title for much longer. His son will succeed him as planned. He has a lot of balls in the air here, doesn't he? He's got his fingers in everything. Yeah, this is another map I won't be able to analyze.
This shows the forces present in America.
Okay. Yes, it does. My dear friend, thanks to your services rendered and the help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Iran, a ship bound from Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that has decimated our country in the time. Be very careful when handling these boxes because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Oh. Sending the plague to France. That's not very nice of you. My dear friend, as desired, I've been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. It'll be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you'll understand why this name was given. Leonard Beaker, Hugh Smith, Barneswell, March, Barclay, Sexsmith, John Henry, John Bush, David Reedy. Okay. These are probably really interesting if you catch the historical references, but I don't. Hold on one second. We'll be right back to that one. No, I can't walk past it. Let's look at it. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Hey!
What is she up to?
Sticking
Obviously, she
daggers
wants
and
to lure
maps.
Mortimer somewhere, but where?
How about right there, where that dagger
The
is?
clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. Looks like a decorative sword.
Ah,
Like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time.
neat.
I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Excellent. Plus, now we have a stone sword, and if anyone bothers us, we can stab them with it. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement with a heavy heart, I'm off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you. George, King of Hanover of the UK. In hope of serving you again. Jeez. Alright. This guy runs everything. It's a map of Europe.
Shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies.
And apparently gonna get
However,
plagued.
A large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million.
Okay.
I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Okay. 26 million. I wrote it down. William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with the grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you not to persist your tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding at the present moment is conducive? G. We know of two people whose names start with G. Those would be Giuseppe and Gregory Holm, who I'm not convinced is human. That's a weird one. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Golden elixir that I can't use. That's fine. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured you'll be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. The representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangements involving us. Okay. It's a great...
It's locked.
Okay. Well, we'll fix that at some point. No fear. Devil's Thorn that we also don't need. Your plans to involve in Belgium are set to go ahead as set down. I'm to occupy the Russian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I've notified the King of Prussia about the invasion plans of Custine and the Army of the North. I'll keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I'm to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and that it's impossible for me not to intervene. Yeah. Should you have any missives to give to me, I invite you to go by, as usual, our friend, Monsieur Peru. So, Jacques Peru. Okay. Interesting. Here, another map I won't know anything about. It's a map of Asia.
Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Isn't it? Okay, and one more letter up here. My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. The Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence, and will recognize him as the regent of Kingdom of France. Once King Louis disappeared from the political stage, I'm sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. So he's going to be pretty upset that King Louis has been beheaded, because it looks like he was part of his whole thing going on here. Alright. Books. Okay, we got a new book. De Humanis Corpus Fabrica. Hold on. Let's find that quick. Thoughts on art. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. De Humani Corporis Fabrica. One skill point in science. Okay.
Something strange about this table.
Let's examine the equipment, since we're smart.
What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies. Here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
Ugh. Okay.
The little surgeon's perfect collection.
That's not great. Okay. He is immune to science. Okay, that's good to know. Very good to know. Ooh, hello, mystery cube. No linguistics. Let's examine the material.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
That's interesting. I have no idea what that is either. Not that I know anything about linguistics, but still.
These are feathers.
Yes.
Pigeon, probably.
Yes, they are. Okay.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
Wow.
Oh, his right hand is missing.
Ooh, okay. Good to know. My dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I've changed your old lock for one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, here's the model of your new lock if you appreciate my prototype. It's difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing in the door's functionality but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open, or it will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the Judgment of Faith because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Okay, so there's going to be one I'm not going to want to try to guess my way through. That'll go poorly for me. Alright. Lots of skulls. Yes, that is true. And what's back here?
That must be for writing the home pigeon messages.
Look at this. Huh. Okay. Let's rifle through his desk on the way to the other side of the room.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Alright. It's a little weird.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer.
Wait.
I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
If you say so, buddy.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards?
That is a little weird.
Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Let's read the draw since we know this.
It is a typical draw in a line that answers a specific question. To the left, Temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the Chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Okay. I'll take his word for it. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I've attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. So your interference is still insufficient. Okay. This is Carmelite water that we can't carry. My dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendée peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the Assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue be resolved. Without wishing to direct to you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people definitively. Interesting. Hold on. Microscope.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope?
Oh, really?
Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science.
Oh, I want one.
Even at the order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Very valuable. Also, out of curiosity here, does that look like he's roasting marshmallows, or are those flowers? Or some type of flower on a stick? I'm gonna go with marshmallows. A key with an occult fire symbol. Okay.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Well, that's pretty convenient. Let's, use the left key. Okay. And unlock the second lock. Ta-da! Alright, now we have collector coins and another key. Excellent. I don't remember where we saw that lock, but we've definitely seen it. Okay, very interesting. Oh, but I missed one thing up here.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
I'd rather not find out. Okay, this is really interesting. Alright, and at this point, let's go ahead and let's take a break. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, I missed two things. Come back.
A table of alchemical elements. So,
Really?
Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Including nonsense like alchemy. Okay. And royal jelly. Oh, let's just use another one. I want my points back.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Right? My dearest friend, our plans are going wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still due to begin in October. I'll accept no delays. You can trust me on this. Thomas Jefferson. Interesting. Okay, so now at this point we really are going to take a break. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.